What's up, guys? It's Fight Nerd. I'm back with another video. So, yeah, if you like the content of the video, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment, spread the word. It helps to grow my channel and keep me motivated to keep bringing content. I just wanted to go over the Tank Davis Isaac Cruz fight. As you know, probably know by now, Tank defeated him and retained his WBA title. Man, I really liked the fight. I didn't think it was gonna go all 12 rounds. I thought for sure there was gonna be a knockout. I think everybody kind of thought that, so I take nothing away from Isaac Cruz. He did a great job. He stayed in front of Tank all night. I rarely saw him back up in the fight, maybe when only to a few times, maybe, you know, he didn't want Tank to land combos, but no, he did good. I never seen somebody stay in front of Tank like that and not have gotten knocked out. And you know, Tank has a very high knockout percentage. Something, it was like 96% or something crazy. So my hat's off to Isaac Cruz. He did a great job. I can't say I'm mad at the score. I think 116, 112 was fair. 115, 113, okay, I'm not mad at that either, but I think 116, 112 was fair. But the fact that the other judges saw it so close, just makes you wonder, you know, if Isaac Cruz was, you know, he came forward all night, had Tank fighting on the back foot a lot, but Tank did a great job under that pressure as well. You know, like I said, Isaac Cruz pressured Tank. I would have to say he did a good job, but he did miss a lot of shots, which is to be expected when you fight the way he does. That's just to be expected. He missed a lot of shots. If he was a little more precise with those punches, I think it would have been a lot closer. But Tank, he fought brilliantly off the back foot. His ring generalship was good. He did his best to stay out of range for Cruz to be, you know, too effective in any way. Although Cruz kept coming forward and making it tough, I think Tank answered the challenge well. I did expect Tank to get him out of there early. It's just when that's what you do and you have a fighter coming forward like Cruz, it's like one of those accidents waiting to happen. But Cruz, man, what a tough guy, you know, to be able to stand in front of Tank the whole fight, coming forward, having Tank back up most of the fight. Not many people can say they did that or come as close as he did, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But like I said, Tank answered the adversity very well. You know, Tank did get hit here and there more than I've seen, but he does sometimes in general, and I don't think it's a discredit to his boxing skills in any way. I think any fighter that sits down on their punches the majority of the time, the way Tank does, or any fighter that has that type of style where they go hard with every punch, you know, you're gonna there's a price to pay, but when you have a chin like Tank's and the skills like Tank, it's a small price to pay sometimes, and he handled the adversity well. I would like to see him just be a little sharper on his defense, but I think with time and more experience, his ring generalship is only going to get better. I truly believe that. I like Tank. You know, he fights his way. He's under the name of one of the greats, and he doesn't try to imitate Floyd or fight like him. He's his own person, and I really respect that. You know, Mayweather is one of my all-time favorites, so I respect Tank for being his own person, fighting his own style, and just being himself in there. I know he gets criticized maybe sometimes for his level of competition, but you know, I think once he grows into his own or leaves Leonard Ellerby and Mayweather, he'll I think that might happen. I think it's probably going to, but we don't know. I just think it would be better for him. But like I said, his ring generalship, his defense, I think is only going to get better with time. I think this was a great learning experience for him, and he did well. Yeah, I don't take anything away from Cruz. He fought a heck of a fight, surprised me. He has my respect. Like I said, he just has to learn how to be a little more accurate with his punches. I mean, if I'm Isaac Cruz's dad, I'm taking him to Tyson. I didn't know a lot about Isaac Cruz, honestly, before he got the Tank fight. I had to do some research on him. Would only watch some highlights. I think I did watch some of the rounds with him and Jesse Magdaleno, and yeah, I could, especially tonight, see why they call him the little Mike Tyson. He almost fights very identical to him. He does even the head movement the same. I think him not doing that enough tonight and missing a lot of punches is probably, you know, what cost him. But it was close. Like I said, I'm not mad at 116, 115. Okay, but I'm fair with 116. It was a close fight, good, entertaining fight either way. I was looking on some people's scorecards. They had it a draw. I don't know. I haven't really gone online, you know, to see what people are saying about the fight yet. But I was entertained by it. I didn't expect Cruz to go all 12. So he did a great job, you know, but I feel like Tank answered the adversity, and he's only gonna get better. What does he do from here? I don't know. What does Tank do from here? It could be very likely he gets the fight with George Kambosos in Australia. I think that would be great. Hopefully they can make that fight there. If it's Devin Haney to fight Kambosos, I think there's a better chance of making the fight in Australia. With Tank, I'm not so sure, but I think that would be a guaranteed sold out event no matter where you have it. But I would just love for Tank to do that in Australia. I would like that also for George Kambosos to be able to bring that to the Australian fans. But Tank, if I'm Tank, I look at that and as a good business move. Like, it's cool to fight here, but I think to be able to fight in other countries and do that, you help the sport of boxing. You only grow your fan base. I don't think there is anything but positive things to come out of a move like that for any American fighter going to the UK to fight their champions or Australia to fight theirs. I think that would be a great thing for Tank. It would be great for George Kambosos. So I would like to see it even more so now. No, if Tank demolishes George Kambosos, it will only clarify even more how tough Isaac Cruz is. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I would love to see that fight. I wouldn't mind Haney and Kambosos either. I think that's an easier fight to make, of course. But just in my personal opinion, I would much rather see Tank. I think he needs that big fight in his career. Well, not to say that he hasn't had big fights like with Leo Santa Cruz and things like that. Pedraza, he's had some big fights, but I think to fight in Australia, it's gonna be a sold out crowd. I wouldn't let Haney take that opportunity from me, but we don't know. Like I said, the Haney Kambosos fight is probably easier to make, but we'll just see. And Isaac Cruz, like I said, man, just go chill with Tyson for a couple months. I think it would help you your styles are so similar. There was moments in the fight where like he has to get caught. He's leaning forward. He fell forward a couple times. It just surprised me. I mean, honestly, his toughness and his skills are not just. He's not just a come forward wild fighter like I thought. There is a method to his madness, so to speak, and really made me respect him as a boxer. So I don't know what he does. I don't think very many people would want to deal with that type of a style. It's one thing, different when you have another boxer that kind of boxes by what they were taught, by the technicalities of boxing. And sometimes you have fighters that are not scared to be aggressive or throw a wild punch here and there. It really throws boxers off, If you remember, if anyone knows or remembers Floyd, when he was asked about one of his toughest fights, and he said Emmanuel Burton. That's exactly the reason why. It's because they're just the fact that they're unpredictable. It just makes it harder. And it's like somebody throwing Hail Mary passes on you, and in the beginning you're not ready for that. Maybe as the game goes on you adapt, but nobody's prepared to be surprised so early like that. It just doesn't always happen. But you have these fighters that are not afraid to go there. He came out strong in the first couple rounds. I felt he lost them, but he wasn't. It just, you could tell how the fight was gonna go just within those first couple rounds, those first 3 rounds. Like, he was losing them, but not by much. And then I think Tank turned it up when he had to separate himself, and taking advantage of a lot of the missed shots that Isaac Cruz did. So yeah, like I said, I'm not mad at the score. It was a great fight. He keeps his belt, and I hope to see them. So if he fights Kambosos, it's unified. And then if he beats Kambosos, I think Haney and Tank would be a better matchup. But there's no guarantee. Like I said, if he fights Kambosos and it's a blowout for Tank, it would only show me that Isaac Cruz was tough. If he struggles with Kambosos, it will say a lot either way. Um, like I said, I just would like to see him be a little sharper on defense, but it's hard with his style. He doesn't always sit down on his punches, but he does it a lot. But he's not as predictable with it. He has a lot of quickness to hide the predictability. He's got good movement from side to side. His defense isn't bad. It's not bad, but if he sharpens it up just a little bit, he's gonna be that much harder to beat. I truly believe that. He's one of my favorites in the lighter weight classes at the moment. There's a lot out there, but definitely him and Canelo, Crawford, Spence. I like Haney too. Haney's not bad. I think his win against Linares was really good. Even though they call him a gatekeeper, I don't believe that. Linares is very skilled. His fight with Jojo Diaz, it went pretty much the way I expected. But again, his Jojo Diaz toughness surprised me, just like Cruz. It was a good fight with Jojo Diaz and Devin Haney. I wasn't mad at that fight. It was better than I expected. So, but this one especially, like I said, Tank answered the adversity, which is good because I think if he is to fight Kambosos, it's going to be that same tempo. But Kambosos might not have the power that Cruz has, but he does have the precision, and he will bring that same type of pressure, and maybe not in that style, but that same tempo. I'm expecting that, and I think, just in my opinion, I feel like Tank might have learned a lot from this fight. So that's just my thoughts. I just want to share that with everyone. I thought it was a great fight. What did you guys think of the score? Who do you think won? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Like, subscribe. It helps my channel, and thank you guys. I'm off to the next one.